For the last 2 weeks, Tuskegee University students have had a chance to engage and interact virtually with 4 different candidates vying for the title of Mister Tuskegee and Miss Tuskegee University. Tonight, we will find out who will continue the legacy of being a Mr. or Miss Tuskegee University. But before we introduce our candidates, let's take a moment to bid farewell to our current Mr. and Miss Tuskegee University and Court. India Foster, student advisor to the Royal Court, will present our current Royals.
Introducing Mr. Tuskegee University and his Royal Gentleman. Mr. Tuskegee's second gentleman is Jalen Moss. Mr. Moss is a senior mechanical engineering major from Birmingham, Alabama. Through his time at Tuskegee, he has been involved in the Underclassmen Leadership Academy serving cohort from 2018 to 2020. He is now a member of the executive board for the 2021-2022 academic school year. He is also a member of Kappa Alpha Psi Fraternity Incorporated, recognized for his honor roll academic performance for the spring semester of 2021. His greatest aspiration for the future will be to accept a mechanical engineering job upon graduation, while also pursuing the hopes of acquiring his professional engineering license and becoming the head engineer of any company. Mr. Tuskegee's first gentleman is Hassan Louis Majid. Mr. Louis Majid is a senior finance major from Cleveland, Ohio. He is the son of Had Majid and Mariko Lewis. Hassan is a young, thriving businessman and currently the CEO of 2 quickly growing companies, Avenir Clothing and Speedy Recovery iPhone Repair. He is a member of the National Society of Leadership and Success, Alpha Phi Alpha Fraternity Incorporated, Gamma Phi Chapter, an NSO leader for the 2021-2022 school year, Tuskegee University Ambassador, and several other campus organizations. He wishes to one day be featured on the Forbes 30 Under 30 list. Introducing Mr. Tuskegee University, 2021-2022, Lorenzo B. Winston. Mr. Lorenzo Bernard Winston is a senior communication major, born and raised in Tuscaloosa, Alabama. He is the proud son of Ramona and Larry Winston. Growing up in a family of trailblazers, Lorenzo has always been determined to excel beyond measures and serve as a positive influence amongst society. He is a 2018 alumnus of Hillcrest High School, Tuscaloosa, where he actively was involved in a plethora of clubs and organizations, maintained a GPA of a 3.8, and graduated as the 3-year consecutive vice president of his class. In the fall of 2018, Lorenzo began to pursue his undergraduate studies at the Tuskegee University. From then to this very moment, Lorenzo's adornment and dedication to Mother Tuskegee has only expanded and continues to grow. He displays that through his active student leadership position and clubs and organization involvement while maintaining a cumulative 3.7 GPA. He serves currently as a new student orientation leader and a university ambassador, where he previously held the position as social media manager. He is a member of the Alabama Club, Media Team, National Society of Leadership and Success, Lambda Pi Eta Communications Honor Society, where he serves as treasurer, events committee, and elections committee. He is also a recent spring 2022 initiate of the Gamma Epsilon chapter of Kappa Alpha Psi Fraternity Incorporated. Throughout his matriculation at Tuskegee University, he has been privileged to serve as a campus king of every and each of his academic years. He has served as a second gentleman to Mr. Freshman 2018 to 2019, Mr. Sophomore 2019 to 2020, and Mr. Ambassador 2020 to 2021. Lorenzo's previous campus king's positions have prepared him to work and serve with diligence and humility as the 24th Mister Tuskegee University. Lorenzo stands with a purpose on the platform of Believe in Your LBW, Legacy, Brand, and Worth, which ultimately provides Lorenzo's duties as Mr. Tuskegee and influences his student body to leave a promising legacy behind for others to follow, uphold and expand the brand of this illustrious university, and value the worth of being sons and daughters of Mother Tuskegee. As a graduating senior, he plans to pursue a master's degree in digital marketing and media studies. Mr. Lorenzo will now give his farewell remarks.
With this past week being the busiest week of the academic year, I hope I chose the right words to say for this evening. As I often state, it was something at Tuskegee University that was destined for me, other than my bachelor's degree. Friday, April 9th, 2021, started as a perturbing day and ended as a momentous night. I will never forget standing on my far right of this podium as a 24th Mister Tuskegee University candidate, displaying my anxiousness through my weakened knees as to who will be crowned next. Having a dream become reality left me speechless to this very moment. At this time, I would like to reflect on my royal experience through 3 quotes from the Disney movie, The Lion King. Remember who you are. I was often asked, how do you get to become Mr. Tuskegee? And my politically correct answer would be, think of a presidential campaign and a Miss America pageant combined in one. Going into further detail, I will often be interrupted by a, no, I mean, how did you become Mr. Tuskegee? As I often struggled with a response, I eventually began to reflect on my previous years at Tuskegee and my overall self, and my moral quotes came to mind. Never trade in your authenticity for approval. Being my authentic self is what gave me the blessing to become Mr. Tuskegee. Sometimes what's left behind can grow better than the generation before. My overall platform serves a purpose of leaving a legacy behind for others to follow. Because of my Mr. Tuskegee predecessors, they established a platform that I was able to build and work on, leading me to leave a promising legacy behind that elevates the standards of Mr. Tuskegee and inspiring the future Mr. Tuskegees to leave a legacy greater than mine. While others search for what they can take, a true king searches for what he can give. One of the most influential words of wisdom came from the second attendant to Miss Tuskegee University, 2019-2020, Chigozie Joy Chinekwe. Use your title to serve, not to be served. One of my aspirations of being Mr. Tuskegee was, if I am able to give back at least half of what Mother Tuskegee has given to me, I would feel accomplished, and I was able to exceed my own expectations. Of course, this experience would never be what it was for me if I experienced it alone. 2 great kings who are down to earth, reliable, and were always by my side, figuratively and literally. They always made sure that I stood tall through any circumstance, and I returned the favor. My first and second gentlemen, Hassan Louis Majid and Jalen Moss, I would not trade you for anything in the world. My love and respect for you is unconditional. There was a plethora of memories made during this reign. Whenever the time was appropriate, I would be in touch with my silly personality, and I would always count on my first and second attendants to heavily condone my comedic antics. Whether it would be Morgan wanting to create a TikTok, Janasia saying anything that comes to mind, or me and my sudden outburst, we will always make some fun out of being on the royal court. I will forever cherish those moments. What is a king without his queen? The conqueror, the backbone, the influencer, the hip buddy, the 92nd Miss Tuskegee University, my queen, Jasmine McCollum. If we did nothing else, we set a new standard that others would say is unbelievable. Through the midst of everything that occurred during this reign, your crown never fell, and you made sure that your crown was never tilted, not even by a centimeter. Your determination, work ethic, and flexibility are admirable beyond measures. Sometimes I have to look at you and say to myself, how do you do it? If no one else says it, me being proud of you is an understatement. To the 25th Mister Tuskegee University, I wish you nothing but the best during your reign. One word of wisdom I will give to you is humble. Always remember that the student body has a choice on who will represent the collegiate Tuskegee University gentlemen. Remain humble while wearing your crown. It will ease your journey throughout the reign. Represent Mother Tuskegee well, for she has given you such an opportunity. Tuskegee University, unfortunately, all great things come to a quick end, but it has been my most high honor, esteemed pleasure, and a true blessing to work and serve with diligence and humility as your 24th Mister Tuskegee University. Never stop believing in your legacy, brand, worth, and your Lorenzo Bernard Winston. Thank you.
Thank you, Lorenzo. You have definitely made your mark at Tuskegee. Now, we would also like to take the opportunity to introduce the Miss Tuskegee University and her Royal Court. Miss Tuskegee's second attendant is Miss Janasia Phillips. Janasia Taylor Deshawn Phillips serves as the second attendant to Miss Tuskegee University for the 2021-2022 academic school year. She is a senior majoring in dietetics from Jacksonville, Florida. Since her sophomore year, Janasia has been an active member of the University Ambassador, New Student Orientation Leaders, and the Student Dietetic Association. She previously served as Royal Court Pageant Coordinator for 3 consecutive years, and Janasia is also a Spring 20 Initiate of the Gamma Tau chapter of Delta Sigma Theta Sorority Incorporated. As a part of her chapter, she has served as the journalist and social media manager for 2 years. Upon graduation, Janasia will be pursuing her master's in exercise physiology with a concentration in sports nutrition at Florida State University. She aspires to be a sports dietitian for the National Basketball Association and to use her knowledge to help children who are growing young athletes, understanding the importance of nutrition. While her experience on Royal Court has had its challenges, she is thankful for the experience and lifelong friends it has brought her along the way. Now introducing the first attendant to Miss Tuskegee, Miss Morgan Banks. Morgan Banks currently serves as the 2021-2022 first attendant to Miss Tuskegee University. She is the brilliant daughter of Kenrick and Delicia Banks. Morgan is a graduating senior majoring in animal and veterinarian science. She will be attending veterinary school in the fall of 2022 to obtain her DVN and hopes to become a small animal veterinarian with a primary focus in animal nutrition. Morgan is heavily involved on Tuskegee's campus to include president of the George Washington Carver Chapter of Minorities in Agriculture, Natural Resources and Related Sciences, a math tutor at the Reach Center, captain of the Tuskegee University Cheer Team, Tuskegee University Ambassadors Program, the President's Men and Women's Leadership Program, the Pre-Vet Med Club, and Tuskegee University Student National Association of Black Veterinarians. Morgan is a proud Spring 20 Initiate of the Gamma Tau chapter of Delta Sigma Theta Sorority Incorporated. As Morgan takes her final walk, she wants Tuskegee University students to know that she is honored to have served as one of the many role models at our illustrious university. She wants you all to remember that we are all kings and queens, and regardless of the challenge, we will always persevere. Now, introducing Miss Tuskegee University, Jasmine Mary McCullum. Jasmine Mary McCullum is a graduating senior, majoring in chemical engineering, hailing from the rocking city of Tupelo, Mississippi. She is the 92nd Miss Tuskegee University and reigns on the platform Empire. Tuskegee State of Mind. Her platform was developed through her dedication to her illustrious university. She served as the 2018-2019 Miss Freshman on the platform of Pursuit of Excellence, a pursuit in which she has continued to uphold throughout her matriculation. She also served as 2018-2019 Lillian Harvey Dormitory President, Gala Coordinator for the 90th Miss Tuskegee University, and Chief of Staff for the Tuskegee Business and Engineering Conference. Dedicating her time to service, Jasmine served as the co-head chair for the Community Service Club at Tuskegee University, a member of the Tuskegee New Student Recruitment Program, a Chevron Scholar, a graduate of the Underclassmen Leadership Academy, and in addition, she was an active volunteer at the Veterans Affairs Hospital, and also a campus ambassador for Impressions of Beauty. She now is a Victoria's Secret Pink Campus lead and also a Nike Yard runner. She is a Spring 2021 initiate of the Gamma Kappa chapter of Alpha Kappa Alpha Sorority Incorporated, in which she serves in various capacities, including awards, committee chair, HBCU's for Life chair, and Ski Week chair. She is an advocate for African American female representation in science, technology, engineering, and mathematics. This stems from the lack of visible representation in these fields during her youth. She has been a research and development intern for Procter & Gamble for the past 2 years, and she has accepted a full-time employment with Procter & Gamble as an associate scientist, working with Bounty Initiatives. Through all of her hard work, she wants her peers to know that Tuskegee is where dreams are made of. This is nothing you can do, especially with the Tuskegee Empire behind you. Now we will hear our final farewell speech from our Miss Tuskegee, Miss Jasmine Mary McCullum.
All right, so I have to open my speech with a joke so I can laugh first before the waters come. So let me set the picture for you all. It was August of my freshman year in Sierra Gary, the 86th Miss Tuskegee University, and my cousin were helping me run for Miss Freshman. I had never done a campaign before, and we were right in the middle of a practice session. I said, I am never running for Miss Tuskegee University. This is too much. I guess I didn't know the definition of never. But for me, I didn't want to run because I knew I had big shoes to fill. The legacy of Miss Tuskegee University is trailblazing and rich, filled with women that raised the bar and set the standard. I could not fathom having to fill those shoes. I am here to tell each of you, you can do anything you set your mind to. Work hard and everything else will fall into place. Only you stand in the way of your blessings. This reign has been everything I have dreamed of and more. I am beyond grateful to be your 92nd Miss Tuskegee University and forever the 92nd. Miss Tuskegee University means more to me than anything. There's a queen in every woman. Speak to the queen and she will answer. There's a Miss Tuskegee in every Tuskegee woman. We all hold the crown within. I have enjoyed representing you at every event and advocating for you in all endeavors. For 4 years, I have represented Tuskegee University, and I can say Miss Tuskegee doesn't start with the title. It starts the moment you get on campus. Before I get into my thank yous, I warned you all I had an empire, so if I miss anyone, charge it to my head and not my heart. I love and thank you all dearly. So now I would like to first thank God for ordering my steps and having the forethought to guide me through every decision. I also want to first start thanking with my campaign manager and my friend, India. Excuse me. India was very reluctant to work with me after the women's conference. I quote, "Girl, I'm grown. I don't want to do anything else." But for me and the vision, she ran and managed my campaign team like no other. I want to thank you from the bottom of my heart. You were there with me every step of the way. India, thank you for being my chief of staff and being at every game with me. And also thank you, Tiara Phillips, for the early mornings, late nights, doing makeup, making sure I had everything I needed for games and stockings. I appreciate and value you more than you'll ever know. You are destined for greatness. I told you I was going to cry. Without my family, I would not be able to afford or have the support to weather all of the storms. Thank you, Mom, Nana, and Papa. Nana, you were always there when I asked for money for hair, nails, makeup, suits, and more. Papa, thank you for only fussing for just a little, but always supporting. Mom, you were always being a mother pit bull. When I needed you, you were literally always there to pick up every tear I cried, every victory, every cry about literally being exhausted. I am beyond thankful to you, my family. You all kept me going, and I have to say thank you to my little brother, Caden, for being the light and always being there to tell me to shut up. I love you all. To my empire, I thank you all. Thank you for all the videos, the memories, the faith in me, and constant motivation, and the constant support, the time, and the energy to bring my vision to life. This campaign and reign was shared to all of us. I hope I made each of you proud. Now I have to thank the Pulse administration, my people, the people that had so much faith in me. Thank you, Cedric, Joy, Lauren, Zach, Spain, Jay Spain, Nina, and Jalen for being there. Thank you for giving me the space to grow as a person. You all developed me into the queen I am. This position was very monumental, and I will forever be your Miss SGA. To my best friend, Lauren Johnson. Oh my goodness. I could be here all night talking about our stories, and I can truly say you were there from the beginning. We crushed all of our dreams, literally made dreams and nightmare a reality. Meek Mills made that song about us. Thank you so much. Oh, sorry. Thank you so much. Thank you, Joy, Cedric, and Shardasia. You all have seen me cry, and you all know I'm a crier. You all have been big sisters and brothers to me, and each of you have gone above and beyond through my entire campaign in reign. So I'll be forever grateful for you. To August Haygood, Alexis Landrum, and Jessica Dito, thank you. Thank you from the bottom of my heart from the unwavering support. Even when I thought I wasn't worthy to have the crown, you reminded me I was made for this. To Jessica, Fast Track Summer 2018, you were the first to speak the vision of Miss Tuskegee into me. You gave me faith that as a chemical engineer, I could make this happen. August Haygood, you have been my rock and my home away from home. And Alexis, thank you for being the true example of being a Miss Tuskegee and how I should reign. Albany Shea Hornbuckle. Dean Taylor's looking at me, y'all. Albany Shea Hornbuckle. If I could give you a million roses, I would. You are literally my little sister from even before the letters. We went from meetings to seeing each other every day, literally every day, to the point we're now roommates. We spent countless hours together working on a conference, developing a vision for the campaign, running the campaign, and talking about our goals and everything. My roommate, I can never thank you enough. You are so inspirational. And I know you will serve well in whatever you do. You are truly a visionary. To my sisters, we have had a time trying to manage Greek life and then having a sister as Miss Tuskegee University. You all were there every step of the way. Some lended shoulders, others food, others always made me feel supported, and some there for outfits. And nights I just didn't want to be alone. But all of you made me a better queen. I appreciate you all. Thank you, 35 IVES. Malik and Stefan, thank you for always bringing my visions to life. You all have captured beautiful moments that I will cherish, that will make me cherish the crown forever. In my court. Wow, we did it. I can't believe that we did that last year. We made magic and managed to bring visions together to keep a promise we made to the student body. We were legendary. I first want to thank Morgan and Janasia. Our work together has given the ladies of Tuskegee hope, support, and the true example of Tuskegee women. To my first gentleman, Hassan and Jalen, I thank you for being always calm and level-headed and continuously encouraging our gentlemen to be true Tuskegee gentlemen. To my Lorenzo, my king, Mr. Tufo, our relationship started way back in freshman year serving on Royal Court together. We have dreamed for this, we worked for this, and now we are here together. I am beyond proud of you, and you have had fun with your reign, and you have showed the world who you are. Continue to be in light in all the darkness and continue to achieve. I know your future is bright. Can I thank you? Miss Dabney, my girl. You came back with something to prove. You truly were the mastermind to all of my crazy ideas. And once we started working in sync, we became unstoppable. We broke the internet for a month, y'all. I am grateful for you beyond measures. I cannot believe how selfless you are to give your time, resources, and home to my reign. I think of you more than my advisor. You are literally my angel. You always gave me words of encouragement and continue to challenge me to do more and to be more, to raise the bar. You helped me become, in my opinion, the best HBCU Queen of the Year. You have truly lived up to your legacy as Miss Alabama A&M, and I know they are proud to see you continue to develop greatness. I love you forever. And to all of my advisors, Ms. Pointer, Dean Taylor, Mr. Brown, Mr. Howell, thank you all for your dedication. Student life, thank you for fighting battles I could not see and those that I did. Thank you for being a home away from home. Procter & Gamble and all of my sponsors, thank you for financially supporting my vision. You all made every idea and event possible. With your help, I was able to gift and support my student body. And to my legacy, the 93rd Miss Tuskegee University. Wear the crown well. This is your journey, which means this is your reign. You are the queen, and you must lead and protect the brand by all means. Do it to the best of your ability. Heavy is the head that wears the crown, but you have 92 heads before you that did it, so you sure can take the crown even further. Remember always your purpose for being Miss Tuskegee, especially when it gets hard. This is your time to make a legacy and your time to serve as a vessel and an ambassador for the students, the university, and Tuskegee community. I won't say it will be easy, but I will say it will be very worth it. Enjoy and appreciate every moment, every event, every appearance, and new relation the crown brings you, because when it's gone, you will only have the memories. Remember, people might not remember what you did or what you said, but they will always remember how you made them feel. So congratulations to the court. To the gentleman, protect your hip buddy, even when she's panicking over a tire. Be there and support her through it all. Remember that you are more than just escorts. You all ran on a platform and a promise to serve. Never forget that. And my love, Tuskegee University. I want to leave you all with this. Tuskegee is where all of my dreams have come true. It has not been easy by far, and a lot of nights I wanted to give up. But know your purpose is greater, and with the Tuskegee state of mind, there is nothing you can't do. I am super excited to end this journey with each of you, and I hope that we can all continue to uphold the legacy left behind for us and make it better. I will always be here in spirit, cheering you on, each of you on. If you ever need anything, you can always reach out to me. And one thing I want to leave you with is to be a vessel to the world. Let your lights shine and always be you, because that's what makes you perfect. Thank you for these 4 years. Thank you for these 4 years and giving me a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. I will forever be indebted to you and Mother Tuskegee. Thank you all again. Love, yours truly, the 92nd.
And before Jasmine takes her place, we have a presentation from the Gamma Kappa chapter of Alpha Kappa Alpha.
Good evening, everyone. I am Albany Hornbuckle. To my sister Sora Rumi, Miss Jasmine Mary McCullum, I don't think I'll ever be able to tell you in words how proud I am of you. I hope you know I'm always in your corner and I'll always be by your side. Now, on behalf of those that love and care for you dearly, I would like to present to you a token of celebration for such a graceful reign. We love you and we are so very proud. You have shown Tuskegee exactly what grows out of the rockin' city of Tupelo, Mississippi. As the 92nd Miss Tuskegee University, you have used your title to create a lasting empire without ever letting your crown slip. To represent your legacy, we have commissioned a soon-to-be-framed artwork piece that shows all of your lovely walks as Miss Tuskegee. Jasmine, we love you and hope you are proud of the legacy that you have left at Tuskegee University.
Thank you. Must I say, we did have a phenomenal court, and we're looking forward to seeing who our phenomenal court for next year will be. Now let's introduce the candidates for Mr. Tuskegee. In alphabetical order, we will begin with Mr. Wallace J. Bass, a junior mechanical engineering major, from Carthage, Mississippi. Next, we have Mr. Deshaun DeBose, a junior occupational therapy major from Monroeville, Alabama. For our Miss Tuskegee candidates, we have Miss Alea G. Barber, a senior biology major hailing from Lithonia, Georgia. Secondly, for Miss Tuskegee University, we have Miss Zion Hill, a junior animal science major hailing from Lawrenceville, Georgia. Now for the time that you all have tuned in to see. Candidates, when I call your name, I ask that you step forward. First gentleman to Mister Tuskegee University, Mr. Wallace J. Bass. Mr. Tuskegee for the 2022-2023 academic year, Mr. Deshaun E. DeBose. I'll ask that our gentlemen portion of our court please step to the right to center in front of the podium. Now for our female candidates for Miss Tuskegee University. First attendant to Miss Tuskegee University, Miss Zion Hill. Miss Tuskegee University for the 2022-2023 academic year is Miss Alea G. Barber. Let's give them a round of applause. I will now ask that the former court take it upon themselves to crown the incoming court. What a phenomenal looking court. Let's give them another round of applause. Now we will have closing remarks from the interim vice president of student affairs, Dean Abner Myers-Taylor.
Good evening. On behalf of our 9th President, Dr. Charlotte Morris, administration, the Elections Committee, Commissioner and his committee, the Office of Student Life, we would like to congratulate our 2022-23 Royal Court. We look forward to your reign. We also would like to thank you for tuning in with us this evening, and we hope that you have a great one. And as always, it's a great day to be a Golden Tiger. Thank you. Good night.